What's up everyone, Carter says now, welcome back to another video. Today we will be talking about the big news that happened last night on AEW Dynamite. Like I was going to say, it is a big news because we've kind of speculated about it. We've expected it to happen, but CM Punk is officially being announced for AEW Collision June 17th, Chicago, Illinois. He's back. It's officially, Tony Khan announced it last night on AEW Dynamite that CM Punk will be making his return to AEW at Collision, the very first episode. And speaking of the first episode of Collision, if you haven't watched it, I did upload a fantasy booking yesterday for the first AEW Collision, so go check that out if you haven't already. And yeah, uh, one of the matches I did pitch for that video, or in that video for Collision, ended up happening last night, and then I recorded and uploaded that video before Tony Khan announced this match on Twitter, but I did say I wanted Nyla Rose versus Chris Statlander for the TBS title. So, go check it out and see what. So, I think Tony Khan watched it and got some ideas. But yeah, in that video I did say I wouldn't have announced CM Punk prior. I would have just done what they did for Rampage and heavily implied that he'd be there without officially saying it. But they have gone and they have announced it on AEW Dynamite. And I haven't really made videos about the CM Punk news just because a lot of the stuff I just didn't really want to talk about. Like a lot of the stuff I just felt were clickbaity headlines that weren't really ever anything to them. Like more recently stuff, of course, and I'm not going back all the way to All Out or anything. I'm just talking more the recent stuff where it was on, it was off, it was on, it's off, it's on, it's off, and all that stuff. I never really thought that. I always had a feeling CM Punk would be back, and he is. So yeah, I did feel like because CM Punk did create a lot of headlines, a lot of that news was kind of over exaggerated, and I felt like they kind of not really made it up, but exaggerated stuff for headlines. So yeah, I for one, happy to see Punk back, and I didn't really think there was much to like a lot of stuff saying, oh, he's not going to be there, and it's fell true and all. Yes, so I am kind of happy on one hand that they have announced it beforehand. Like I said, if it was up to me, I probably would have liked to have seen them wait and go for the surprise, even though we know it's happening. Like they did with Rampage, the worst kept secret in wrestling. But I just feel like that moment of when the music would have hit and people that aren't expecting it, it would have been big. And I am interested to see now, do they announce a match for Punk, or do they just have him come back, cut a promo? I feel like if you're not in the ahead of time, there is a possibility of promoting a match. I know the rumor is Samoa Joe, and they've kind of rumors that they already had graphics and all that they were going to release at the upfront when Collision was announced. That apparently then CM Punk got pulled from and all this other stuff. But yeah, I am happy on one hand that it is announced. We can put all these BS clickbait news and rumors and stuff behind us, and we can just get back to focusing on it. I did think the crowd reaction he got was interesting. It was 50-50, I feel like, at least from what I've seen and the way it came across on TV. Some people were cheering and chanting CM Punk, some people were booing. There were people there in CM Punk shirts. Yeah, like, it is very interesting. I feel like we could be in for, like, the reactions he gets once AEW or once Collision starts hitting the road. Of course, we all know in Chicago, CM Punk is going to be treated like the god. Punk in Chicago, we all know he's going to get a great reaction. But it is going to be interesting once then, Collision goes up to Canada, what the reaction will be there. Once they come back to the States, I'm going to be all in. I'm interested to see what the reaction to Punk will be there. So yeah, that is something to keep an eye on, and the crowd reactions. It will be very interesting to see how Punk is presented as well. Will he be a face? Will he be heel? Will he just be whatever? Like, not really a defined face or heel, and just let the crowd determine whether they want to cheer boom. Will he be like Bret Hart in '97, where in Canada he was a baby face, but in America he was a heel. Is that going to be Punk? In Chicago he's face, everywhere else he's heel. Like, yeah, and like, I am a CM Punk fan. I do like CM Punk. I like the Elite. I hope everyone can get on together. I hope everyone can, kind of not necessarily like put it behind them, but be professionals, work together, and like stop with all the BS drama. That's kind of my view on that. I do like. I know a lot of people are worried, like, oh, if CM Punk come back, how does the Elite feel? Are they going to resign? Like I said, I feel like at the end of the day, everyone's going to just be professional. Mistakes were made. Hopefully, everyone's learned from those mistakes, like more so on one side than another, you could say. But we also weren't in that room. We don't know exactly what happened at like All Out. We just know what we've been told and what has been leaked out. And I feel like we're never going to get that. Maybe not never, but I feel like we aren't going to get like a definitive answer. Probably maybe never, but like I know people that were involved in that have signed NDAs and stuff like that. So yeah, it is one of those situations where we don't know exactly what happened. I'm not one that's going to make assumptions and blame someone and all this stuff. So yeah, I am happy to see CM Punk back. I do hope, like I said, everyone can just get along, work together. I am interested to see what the plans are for CM Punk once he comes back. Of course, the rumor is a match with Samoa Joe. But what happens then? I know Kenta tweeted saying, "Oh well, I'm free on June 17th, or is it 16th, or he's free the day of Collision." That's a bit of a dream match that's been going around for years. Of course, CM Punk and Kenta both used the GTS. I believe Kenta used it first, and I believe when he was in Ring of Honor gave CM Punk permission. I believe that is what happened. I remember seeing something like that, but yeah, but like the Battle of GTS that is like a dream match that you could do at Forbidden Door and stuff. And yeah, there's no doubt about it. CM Punk is a draw. Just look at what I kind of talked about and all these news and headlines that had CM Punk's name. They got clicks, they got views. CM Punk, whether you like him or you hate him, he still is a draw. He still gets people interested in him. And again, he hasn't been seen in AEW since, was it, beginning of September last year? But yeah, he's still one of the most talked about people in that company. So yeah, like, I'm interested to see how things go, and hopefully, everyone, like I said, just get along, be professional. You don't have to like each other. But at the end of the day, hopefully it stays professional between everyone. And yeah, let me know what you think about CM Punk being announced and being making his return to AEW at Collision. Like I said, we all kind of knew it was going to happen sooner rather than later. We just were waiting for it to be made official. So yeah, let me know what you think of that in the comment section. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.